Yo, what's good? This is your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again. Always with another one. And yes, it is another one, and it is a sad one out here. This is going to be a very sad situation here, which poses a problem, which, Child Protective Services is complicated in. It just boggles my mind how things like this could get overlooked if people are not paying attention. Some people just go to work nowadays just to get the damn check.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
But it is what it is, man. Hey, listen, look, we're about to go here now, and we about to put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
We have new developments tonight in the death of an 8-year-old Gwinnett County girl allegedly beaten to death with a wooden rolling pin. Police have charged the girl's father and stepmother with murder.
But the Fox 5 I-Team has learned the state's Child Protection Agency found some of the blame lies within its own ranks. I-Team reporter Johnny Edwards obtained the case file and discovered the agency received a complaint about this family months before the killing. Johnny?
That's right. And the case files show apparently not enough was done. The records we received from the Division of Family and Children's Services have been heavily redacted, with dozens of pages entirely blacked out. But what we did learn, DFACS fired 2 of its workers, a case manager and her supervisor, as a result of Syra Barros' death.
You have 4 felony charges.
A Gwinnett County couple charged with killing their own child. Arrest warrants accuse 34-year-old Natiela Barros of beating her stepdaughter to death with a wooden rolling pin.
Yo, this is ridiculous here. This is ridiculous. Now, y'all just heard the other broadcaster say clearly that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, they have already been, these people have already been called on. CPS was already involved. So that means that they've had a case on these people for a minute here now. It's understood that these people were not good people. And it's sad to see this. It's very sad to see this, especially because this woman here is the stepmother. So the biological parent is the damn father, and the father has let his daughter down. You don't do that as a damn dad. You don't let none of your children down. I understand sometimes it get a little financial strain out here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about that side of it. This right here is something that's so egregious, that's so dangerous. I suggest they put these 2 dogs down like the rabbits that they are.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Striking her 10 to 20 times. The girl's father, 37-year-old Claydeer Barros, accused of knowing his daughter was being abused, but leaving her alone with his wife anyway. Then, failing to get the girl medical help before she died January 30th.
So you as a father out here, you let your daughter get done in like that over some peace leave? You a weak ass man. You weak, bro. Look at this coward. Look at this coward right here. Look at this coward. Look at this coward right now. Look at it. This is a cowardly man. This is what a cowardly man looks like. He's a piece of trash. He should have never been born. I definitely agree with the what's that? Would you have that abortion shit? His mother should have aborted him. Real talk. Let's just,
The French toast is there to think about.
I definitely agree with that. And in his case,
daughter was being abused, but leaving her alone with his wife anyway. Then, failing to get the girl medical help before she died January 30th. But the Fox 5 I-Team has learned State Child Protection Services had also been told of something terrible happening to 8-year-old Syra Barros, pictured here with her funeral announcement. And that complaint, handled so poorly, 2 state social workers have been shown the door.
The real question is, was this child's death preventable? And of course, in hindsight, it looks like this death was preventable.
The I-Team obtained the case records from the State Division of Family and Children's Services. It turns out the agency had been warned 2.5 months before the killing of Syra's stepmother allegedly harming her.
Now, CPS had got involved. CPS was involved in this situation, things like that. They had evidence, they had cases, they had the proper information that they need to have to take this young lady out of that damn house. Why didn't you do it? Huh? Why didn't you do it? Y'all saw the 2 people, y'all saw the 2 CPS workers that got fired. Why didn't you take this baby out that house? Huh? Why you sit there and let that baby suffer like that? Why you doing this? What you actually going to work for every damn day? What your job is?
What the French toast is there to think about?
Why you let that baby get deleted like that? I'm sorry. They probably let that baby get deleted like that because they too busy sitting around eating fucking Doritos all goddamn day. Sitting at their desk with their 300-pound fat asses.
But you're a Dorito. You was never chose.
Never chose.
Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
Them 2 bras probably sitting online all day, nagging and complaining. Well, men don't do this, men don't do that. You too busy complaining online about what men ain't doing and why men ain't choosing you. You letting children die out here, you fucking bat. It's sad for that baby, man. Man, sad for that baby.
Saying she, quote, loses her cool and disciplines the child inappropriately, causing bruising. The heavily redacted documents don't say who made the allegation, but the tipster apparently troubled after hearing the father say that Syra, quote, had 2 personalities and was causing a problem within his marriage due to the child being born out of wedlock. Adding, quote, he referred to Syra as a demon. Former DFACS director Tom Rawlings says that should have triggered major scrutiny.
There have been children who have been beaten to death both in the United States and the UK and certainly in Africa because the family thought they were possessed. I think it's the kind of thing where we have to ask, do our case managers really understand the significant import, the significant danger when a parent or a step-parent says that child is a demon?
What's clear from the records, DFACS found major fault with how that earlier report on the family was handled.
Who authorized this woman? Who authorized this woman to declare anybody a damn demon? What are you, a priest? A priestess? I guarantee you that badass woman didn't even go to church. Who made you the expert on declaring children demons? Who made you that? Who authorized this information right here that you have instilled upon your damn your dingbat ass brain to think that you know something that you don't?
And what the French toast is there to think about?
This is sad, man. Yes, and I do get pissed off whenever children are involved in crazy situations like this. I'm hot right now.
Handled. That prompted an internal review, which found a pattern of sloppy work by a case manager and her supervisor, ending with both of them fired. State Representative Mary Margaret Oliver, a longtime child protection advocate, reviewed the DFACS records.
I think the investigation and the review seems to be leading towards a conclusion that the case should not have been closed that soon.
Closed after 38 days. The DFACS records also revealing, after that fatal beating, The stepmother called her husband when the girl started to turn white. The father, quote, instructed her to pray and everything would be okay.
What the fuck? The father instructed her to pray. What's all this praying y'all allegedly doing out here? Who you praying to? That's what I really need to know. Who you actually praying to?
What the French toast is there to think about?
You can't make this shit up.
Because it ain't the God I know.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Who you actually praying to? All these demons walking around here, having precious children and stuff, and you just she done turned white? Or you done beat her till she done turned white? Just pray, baby, just pray. Stop it.
Adding, Natiela then called 2 priests from Nigeria before calling for emergency help.
I am glad to see that in this situation, after this child died, they went back and did a more thorough review of what was apparently a fairly new case manager's work.
An internal review looked for other cases closed prematurely, finding 3 that needed reopening, and, quote, safety concerns surrounding not speaking to parents to assess them, copying and pasting in the investigation summaries, and not fully assessing the caregivers. Caseworker Shatil Wingard and her supervisor, Alexandria Armah, fired on February 15th.
Thank God. Get rid of these bats. They obviously don't know how to do their damn job out here. It's ridiculous, people. This is ridiculous.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
This is ridiculous. Look at these 500-pounders. Looking like a whole whopper out here. Guess what?
Who's responsible for all these holes in the street? You?
I'm wondering that too. I've been wondering that for a minute now. Who's responsible for these holes on these jobs out here? Because that's all they doing. They're just there for the check. Obviously, it's clear. How you not know how to do your job and you signed up to do the job? Man, we got to stop this ignorance out here. It's crazy.
Wingard had been on the job just 6 months.
I think that turnover rate and vacancy rates are very, very problematical. We need consistent caseworkers who are well trained, who stay with a child.
Now, hold on. My next question is, and I know I'm chopping this video down like a mug. I know I am. But my question here is, okay, the bat was on the job only 6 months. I know when any job you go to, aren't you supposed to get certain training from whatever education you had to apply for that job? And also when you get the job, aren't the people that actually been on the job for a certain period of time, length of years, things like that, aren't they supposed to walk you through how to actually go through different things in different cases and stuff like that within these jobs and stuff like that? On the job training. Like, man, damn. It just makes no sense anymore what we're doing over here. What are we doing here in America? What the fuck is going on out here? What is going on?
We reached out to the fired employees as well as attorneys for the defendants, but found no one willing to speak about the case.
Of course not.
DFACS would only answer questions in writing, saying after that November complaint, the case manager interviewed family members and spoke to a family reference before deciding there was no evidence of abuse or neglect. And her supervisor signed off on closing the case. Both parents remain in the Gwinnett County Jail without bond. The father has a bond hearing scheduled next week.
Yeah.
Russ, Courtney?
I don't know whether
Has a bond hearing scheduled next week. What are we doing out here? What? Why is he even eligible for bond, man? Now, of course, they didn't say that his wife was eligible for bond. He shouldn't be eligible for it neither. He's just as much in the wrong as she is too. And that's just the reality. That's just the reality. If not, he's even more in the wrong because that's his biological child. You're supposed to have more love for your kid than that, brother. Seriously, you old badass dude. You old piece of shit of a man. What the hell is wrong with you?
You old fish-eyed fool.
There was a demon involved in this, but it certainly was not Syra. Now, when it comes to that earlier complaint, was there anything in police records or school records that showed who was concerned about this family?
Unfortunately, no. Gwinnett County would not provide any police records or 911 records. They said they don't have to because of the pending prosecutions. Gwinnett County Schools also would not provide any information, citing student privacy.
Well, at any rate, that little girl should still be here today. It's just tragic.
It absolutely is. We'll stay on this case and we'll be at the bond hearing next week.
All right. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks.
Yo. Protect these babies out here, man. You know, protect these kids, man. Seriously. You know, I could definitely see why some of these adults are running around here, you know, messed up in the head like they, especially if they had parents like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, and it's definitely sad, man. And it's a sad situation to see. You know what I'm saying? Man, mad love to that child that's gone. Things like that. It's a very sad situation to see. You know, man, wow. It is what it is, though, man. But yeah, shout out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Mad love to all my subscribers. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell. Whenever I decide to post things, you'll be notified. You know what? Like I always say.
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line. Mad love to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Please comment. My link to my X, TikTok, and my email are down below. And I always show the bottom line news some love. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.
Who responsible for all these hoes in the street? You?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
We'll talk about that some other time.
No, I want to talk about it now. See,
Fred,
another reason
Fred, I said we'll talk about that some other time.
You don't tell me what I can talk about. You don't tell me what I can talk about in my own house.
Don't you point your finger at my nose, Fred Sanford.
I'll point my finger at your nose, and I'll point my foot somewhere else.